Hi there, AP Bio. I have for you today, Thursday, May 14th, kind of an AP update, if you will, for those taking the test, what to prepare for this weekend and whatnot. I plan to have office hours tomorrow, Friday the 15th, and I thought Sunday evening for those of you that are more likely to prepare in the end if you have questions for me. So I know it's not a school day, but I'm pretty awake in the evening. So this Friday, probably like 11 to noon again. And then Sunday, I'll put out a time, maybe like after 7 p.m. or something after dinner. So I'm going to be uploading this document to the updates today. It's called Update and Test Preparation for Thursday the 14th. If you were looking at updates recently, the most recent one from like last Thursday or Friday was like, what should I be doing right now? So hopefully over the weekend and up until now, you've been finishing up any content from DNA and Gene Expression Unit that you hadn't done. That would be the number one priority, to finish out your unit content. And then going over unit guides, going through your notes, and just reviewing. I don't think having to make like a whole new study guide is necessary unless like actually writing out notes and things does help you. But if writing things out is helpful to you, I would go to that study tips video that I have linked from a couple days ago, and I put it into this week. And it's in the document of looking at your standards and look at that learning objective on the far right column. Use your notes and write out statements as learning objectives. Don't just rewrite exactly what it is. Put it into new words and kind of hit the main idea that they're trying for you to understand. And this week, if you also have time, the rest of this week and into the weekend, these specific videos in the AP Biology YouTube channel right now go through labs, which, not to say those are the labs that will be on the test, but going through more lab procedure, lab analysis, that's very good practice for you right now. So video 14, 15, etc., these are the ones you'd want to do. So now the demo walkthrough and everything is in this document. So our test is on Monday the 18th in just a few days, and you got to be testing at 11 a.m. So if you have not been regularly waking up before that time, maybe start doing that now. Also, you're going to be wanting to log on at least half an hour beforehand, so be ready at 10:30. So likewise, if you're waking up around 10, are you lively and awake within the first half hour, or do you need 2 hours to really be active with your brain? So think about that moving into this weekend. And okay, so you're going to get an e-ticket 2 days before your exam if you've already taken an AP test in the last few days. Like, this will not be new to you, but you need to make sure that your email address with College Board is the one that you're checking. So if you're not sure, go into My AP. These links are active in this document. That AP ID is going to be the time and all the information for just your AP Bio test. Regarding your browser and what device you're going to use, the requirements are at this link. And look over that before your exam. What are the troubleshooting things? Like, what if my internet is really slow? What if I upload and it's still not working? If you're uploading and your upload is taking a long time, they told me that it will continue to upload like in the background while you begin working on the second question. So you don't have to be in a panic if you don't get the like, yes, your thing is uploaded. If you've hit submit, it should be going. But if your home setup is really great and never gives you any problems, that doesn't mean don't go looking at this troubleshooting link. It's very helpful to see like, what if I accidentally close the browser? What if my computer shuts down because of power and I have to restart, right? So it'll have all those kind of technical answers that I can't really answer one-on-one because you're all different. So they've got it all there. You should definitely do an exam demo. If AP Bio is going to be your first AP test that you're going through, go to this link and type in the word practice as your AP ID. It will be the same functions, look, and format of a test. There won't be any, there'll be like, here's where a question would be, right? But you will be able to see what the style looks like, type in your personal information like you'll be doing on Monday, go on to the next prompt. You'll have a timed opportunity to see how you want to submit your answers, and you can do it in multiple ways. Like, do I want to just be on my computer with Word open and the browser open and type here and go? Do I want to be on my phone and writing by hand, right? So maybe you go to this practice demo through your phone and you're going to be handwriting your answers and then taking photos, right? So try out what kind of submission format you like. That's what the exam demo is for. But do that this weekend if you haven't already, or if you haven't taken an AP test at all, right? So if you're going to need a makeup exam, for some reason you wake up super sick on Monday or something, or you, God forbid, you sleep in or whatever, don't take your AP ID number and use that for the makeup date in June. You will get a whole new one. There's a request form and all these things of like, if something is going wrong while you're testing, then at the end you'll be able to request a makeup. Like if your little brother would not leave you alone, you know, and you lost half of your time and you couldn't do well. That would be an example. Okay. Getting prepared, so do this weekend. Get all the things that you're going to need with you. You're going to need an exam day checklist. It looks like this document here. I personally don't have a printer at home, so if you are like me, now might be the time. Normally I go to the public library to print, but may need to take a trip to FedEx or have your parent going to work tomorrow if they are able to do that and print there, or a neighbor or something like that. Make sure you have your device, make sure you've got the right browser, and that you have good internet. One thing down below, well, I'll go in order here. These are the documents they recommend if you are typing in. If you're going to type in that document, cut, and then paste in, you will not be able to actively type into the screen. They're just going to cut and paste from another word processing document. You are allowed to have any notes and study guides. More about this at the bottom. If you have a bio textbook for us or any resources from the class, yes. Any assignments, labs, things like that. You don't have any of your assessments, but it's not multiple choice, so it doesn't help you. You can print the exam day checklist and fill it out. That is a 2-page document that has all the things basically of an adult, like, here's the things you need to do. If this happens, do this. If this happens, do this. It's all on that document. That's why you want to have it with you, kind of as a security blanket for the day of the test, because I won't be able to answer your questions for you. You will need an AP Bio formula sheet. If you don't have one, there's the link. And if you are going to be writing your responses, here's something to make sure you're doing, because it's totally a new thing. If you're writing in a word processing document, you're going to have your AP ID at the top, your initials, and if you are writing it by hand on a piece of paper, you're going to do the same thing in addition to the page number. Maybe you have 3 pages of stuff that you're writing. Go ahead, AP ID that you have, your initials, page number 1. Do the next page. Go ahead and do that this weekend if you know you're going to write by hand, just to have that out of the way so it's not a thing you have to stress for. Keep that as a reminder if you're going to be word processing. Maybe write a post-it and put it on your laptop screen right now so you don't forget. Good testing environment. Find a calm place in your home. Make sure your device is charged. Make sure that your battery cord is there and available and reaches your device if that's the case. Are you comfortable in where you are? I don't love sitting in this chair, so I don't do it for a long time. You're going to be sitting for about an hour, so do you want to sit at a dining table and have all of your notes spread out? Do you like to sit on the floor? Do you get too sleepy if you like are laying down in bed, and will you doze off, right? So think about your environment. Are you well fed? Do you eat a good meal? Don't cram in any caffeine and get a good night's sleep, right? And if you're at home, ask your family members to not disturb you and anything like that. And if they're using devices that use a lot of bandwidth, like major streaming and things like that, maybe to not do during your test so that you don't have any connection and upload issues. If you have accommodations, check that link. Be sure to check in 30 minutes early, so that's 10:30 a.m. And if you run into technical problems, they will have a link, I believe it's back up above, for requesting a makeup. During the exam, just don't cheat. they've talked about in all the webinars, all these little tricks and things they have to catch you if you're cheating or getting resources from someone else or having someone do your test. So please just do your best and be honest with your work. Various things. I'll let you read this. The one thing that will not be granted a retake is if you get that 5-minute timer that your time for the question is up and now you have 5 minutes to submit. If you keep working on the question to scramble and finish and don't get your question submitted, no retake for you. That is the one hard line that they are drawing, that you have to monitor your time. You will be able to see the time on the screen. I believe you can hide it, but I wouldn't recommend that, or maybe have it on your phone so you can check and have it visible, because you will possibly not finish the question, and that's fine. Not everyone will finish every single part of all the multiple choice pieces of one ABCD, let's say. But if you don't submit within that 5-minute window of submit time, that's it. You're getting a 0 for that question. Okay. Other things here, after the exam, a couple of you asked, so I highlighted this. Once you're done, you will sign into my AP and pick which colleges or scholarships and things like that you want to send your free score report. And the deadline is June 20th. So you can kind of be done with your test, make no decisions, reflect on it, and then come back to it to make a decision of where you want scores being sent. Here's what I recommend. First of all, you guys are all-stars. You are going to kill this exam, right? You know this biology. We've been working so hard, and I think you're going to do amazing. I'm proud of you just for doing this, okay? Like, from home in these weird circumstances. So feel proud simply for achieving, like, taking the test, okay? In terms of open note, don't get super bogged down with having to check every single thing that you're writing, right? Go with confidence that you know what you're talking about, and maybe then go back if you have time and check on things, okay? This advice from College Board was really helpful in this link about open note tests. Don't go searching on the internet. Remember, the biology is enormous. Normal bio did this, AP bio did this. There's still tons of stuff out there that you do not need, and during your test is not the time to be searching in a web browser. So here's what I recommend that you do have with you. Your AP Bio formula sheet, some kind of clear ruler or like a straight edge of some kind to accurately read any graphs on the screen. Don't use your finger and get all wonky, like get a straight edge going. A calculator, maybe they'll ask you to calculate a rate or something from the data. You don't want to do any mental math, write it down, do it on the calculator, check it again. These are simple questions that, I gotta be honest, even in the classroom you screwed them up, and I told you, just take your time, okay? Easy points. Your unit outlines that have the list of all the standards, reading through those would be a nice summary review. And then a study tip is like looking at those objectives of being able to explain those standards. And then how can you organize those with your notes, right? If you have, like me, a giant notebook with like all of this stuff, you know me, I'm really organized. At the end of every unit, I attached my standards, right? So maybe you just want to put them in as bookmarks. Maybe you want to have some post-its for like chemistry of life stuff, photosynthesis stuff, so that you can find things quickly if it's not very clear in your notebook. Your notes from class, have you looked them over, right? Go through and be reading what you have so that you know where it is when you want to find it. You're not like, oh, where's that one diagram? And you're spending 5 minutes looking for it. You know that it comes after this and before this, and you can find it quickly, okay? And your graphic organizers. I have at the bottom, here is a bunch of visuals of the graphic organizers that I had in my notebook. In case you have these loose leaf tucked away somewhere, now is the time to pull them out. Going through these diagrams that were really detailed, and some of them had like an intro to cell respiration and then the big cell respiration diagram. So keep in mind that they might not be together. You would want to bring them back together. And if here's chromosomes and cell cycle, mitosis should be broken out like that if you did it. Meiosis has notes around the outside. Inheritance was our last time together. And then all of this stuff would have been done in the distance learning, so I have those attached. If you've missed any of those lectures, I've got the link to my YouTube channel there. In terms, again, of the question format, Here they are at the bottom after my recommendations. You really only probably need your notes for when you're describing biological concepts or explaining them, or when you're justifying